In 1973, while the world watched in disbelief, one man rewrote the rules of war. His name was Anwar El-Sadat, and his plan was pure genius. This is the story of how he fooled superpowers, outsmarted the world's best intelligence agencies, and executed one of the most brilliant deceptions in modern history. For years, Egypt had been nursing the wounds of defeat. The Sinai Peninsula, a vast expanse of Egyptian land, was under Israeli occupation. The world saw a nation humbled, a leader seemingly without options. But behind the calm facade, Sadat was forging a plan. He spoke of peace, traveled to foreign capitals, and shook hands with world leaders. He even expelled his Soviet military advisors, a move that made Egypt look weaker than ever. The world, and most importantly, Israel, believed he was bluffing. They saw him as a man cornered, incapable of launching a major conflict. But weakness, as Sadat knew, can be the greatest disguise. While the world was lulled into a false sense of security, Egypt was secretly preparing for war. Sadat initiated a massive disinformation campaign. Military exercises were deliberately made to look like routine drills, with soldiers even seen relaxing and fishing along the Suez Canal. He leaked false intelligence, suggesting his military equipment was failing and his army's morale was at rock bottom. The Israeli intelligence community, confident in their superiority, took the bait. They saw Egypt as a nation in disarray, its leader a mere showman. They never imagined the meticulous planning happening right under their noses. Then, on October 6, 1973, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar, Yom Kippur, the illusion shattered. Under the code name Operation Badr, the Egyptian army unleashed a storm. As air raid sirens wailed across Israel, thousands of Egyptian soldiers swarmed across the Suez Canal, using powerful water cannons to blast through the supposedly impenetrable bar-left line, a series of massive sand ramparts. Within hours, the myth of Israeli invincibility was broken. Sadat's surprise attack was a strategic masterpiece, a perfectly timed and executed trap that caught everyone off guard. But Sadat's genius wasn't just on the battlefield. It was in the game of psychological warfare. He played the superpowers against each other like a grand chess master. He controlled the narrative, feeding the media a story of a limited war aimed only at regaining lost honor. Every public statement, every diplomatic maneuver was a calculated move in his grand illusion. He made the world believe he was a rational actor, seeking a just peace, all while his armies were achieving what was once thought impossible. He wasn't just fighting a war of tanks and planes. He was fighting a war of perception, in minds and headlines across the globe. In the end, the war was a strategic victory for Egypt. It didn't result in a total military conquest, but it didn't need to. Sadat had achieved his primary goal. He shattered the status quo and forced the world to take Egypt seriously. The conflict paved the way for the Camp David Accords and the historic peace treaty with Israel, which saw the Sinai Peninsula return to Egypt. Sadat turned a daring military gamble into a lasting political triumph, earning him the Nobel Peace Prize and cementing his legacy as the mastermind of October. He proved that sometimes the greatest weapon isn't a missile, but a mind capable of seeing what no one else can. Thanks for watching. If you found this story of strategy and deception as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into history's most brilliant minds. We'll see you in the next one.